How to remove odor from your shoes with baking soda. There are few things that are more embarrassing than a pair of stinky shoes. Fortunately, getting rid of bad smells can be both cheap and easy. All it takes is some baking soda. The baking soda does need to sit in the shoes, however, so this is best done in the evening, or if you don't plan on wearing your shoes for a while. Method 1. Using baking soda. 1. Measure out at least 1 tablespoon of baking soda into each shoe. You need to use enough baking soda to cover the entire insole of the shoe. If you have big shoes, you may need to use more than 1 tablespoon of baking soda. 2. Shake the shoe to distribute the baking soda across the insole. Tilt the shoe forward and back to help spread the baking soda across the insole. You can also jiggle the shoe from side to side as well. Be careful not to spill any baking soda, you want there to be lumps and clumps of it. 3. Wait a few hours, preferably overnight. Extra stinky shoes may require up to 24 hours. During this time, the baking soda will soak up any bad odors. It may also kill any odor-causing bacteria. 4. Dump the baking soda out. Once the time is up, turn the shoes upside down over a trash can or a sink. Tap and shake the shoes to get the baking soda out. Don't worry if there is some baking soda dust left inside the shoe, it won't hurt you. If it really bothers you, however, you can always vacuum it up. 5. Repeat the baking soda treatment as needed. If your shoes tend to get smelly often, you can repeat this once a week. Avoid using this too often on leather shoes, however, as the baking soda can cause the leather to become dry or brittle over time. If you have leather shoes that tend to get sticky, try leaving them in a well-ventilated area so that they can air out. A dryer sheet stuffed inside the shoe can help further freshen it up. Method 2. Using baking soda and essential oil. 1. Put 2 tablespoons of baking soda into a small bowl. You can also use a small, wide-mouthed jar instead. This is enough for one treatment. If you have very big shoes, you might want to double the amount. 2. Add 5 drops of essential oil for fragrance. While essential oil does not really have any odor-zapping properties, it can make your shoes smell nicer. 4. Choose something that smells refreshing. Great options include citrus, lavender, peppermint, tea tree, pine and cedar. 3. Stir everything with a fork. If you are using a jar, simply put the lid onto the jar and shake it. Keep stirring or shaking until you can't see any more lumps or clumps. 4. Measure out 1 tablespoon of baking soda into the heel of each shoe. This may seem like it is a lot, but you shouldn't skimp on the baking soda. If you don't use enough, then the smell won't go away. 5. Tilt the shoe downward, so that the baking soda goes down into the toe area. Don't rub the baking soda into the shoe, or you will have a hard time getting it out. You can shake and jiggle your shoe to help spread the baking soda across the sole, however. 6. Let the shoes sit for several hours. It would be better if you let them sit overnight, or even for a full 24 hours. The longer you let the baking soda sit in your shoes, the more odor will be absorbed. 7. Dump the baking soda into the trash or sink. Once the time is up, turn the shoes upside down over a trash can or sink, and shake the baking soda out. You may have to tap the toe area to get it all out. Don't worry if there is some baking soda left inside your shoe, it is not harmful. If this really bothers you, however, you can vacuum any leftover baking soda up. 8. Repeat as necessary. You can use this treatment up to once a week. Essential oil can get expensive, however. So if it is starting to be a strain on your wallet, you could do a weekly treatment with just plain baking soda, and a monthly treatment with essential oil. Method 3. Making shoe deodorizers. 1. Find 2 socks that you no longer use. The socks can be old or even mismatching, but they need to be clean and without any holes. 2. Fill each sock with 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Gently shake the socks to help get the baking soda all the way down to the toe area. 3. Tie the ends of the socks off with a piece of string or ribbon. You can also use a rubber band as well. Try to tie the socks off right above the bulge caused by the baking soda. 4. Tuck each sock into the toe area of each shoe. The baking soda will absorb all of those nasty odors from your shoe, but the socks will help keep them clean. You won't have to worry about getting baking soda everywhere. 5. Leave the socks in the shoes overnight. You can also leave them there for much longer, up to 24 or 48 hours. During this time, the baking soda will absorb any bad odors. 6. Take the deodorizers out and wear your shoes. Keep in mind that the baking soda will eventually lose its deodorizing power. This is because it will have absorbed all of the odors in your shoes. You can expect the baking soda to last 1 to 2 months, however. Once the baking soda has lost its deodorizing power, you will need to dump the old baking soda out, and refill the sock with fresh baking soda. Method 4. Deodorizing flip-flops and sandals. 1. Sprinkle a generous amount of baking soda over smelly flip-flops or sandals. If you don't want to make a mess on your floor, place your shoes down on a tray or sheet of newspaper first. Cover the insoles with a thick layer of baking soda, and wait 24 hours. Once the time is up, shake the baking soda off of the shoes. If there is any residue, you can either vacuum it up, or wipe it off with a damp cloth. 2. Deodorize sandals by putting them into a plastic bag with a half cup, 90 grams, of baking soda. Place the sandals into the bag first, then add the baking soda. Tie the bag shut tightly, and shake it. Leave the shoes in the bag for 24 to 48 hours, then take the sandals out. Shake off any excess baking soda. This method may be safe to use on leather sandals, but it is best used sparingly. If you use it too often, your sandals may become dry and brittle. You can also use a large, plastic, zippered bag instead, as long as your sandals can fit comfortably inside. 3. Clean dirty and smelly flip-flops with a paste made from baking soda and water. This will not only scrub any dirt away, but also help deodorize them as well. In a small dish, combine some baking soda with enough water to make a paste. Scrub the paste into the flip-flops using an old toothbrush. Wait 5 minutes, then rinse them clean with fresh water. Let them air dry before wearing them again.